Welcome to this It's All Happening podcast. Hopefully this will be the first of many podcasts that we here at IAH do. In this edition we'll be looking back on 2010 and digging out our particular highlights in music over the past year. Is 2010 going to go down as a legendary year in music? We weren't sure, to be honest, but then deciding what highlights belonged on the podcast did prove tough. We had long discussions about some of them, whilst others we declared no-brainers as soon as they were mentioned. Right then, to kick off this little shindig, I'm going to chat to you about bands, in particular bands that we feel have done something that is worth recognition. First up we have Papier Tigre. Their album, The Beginning and End of Now. At the time, we stated it may very well be the best thing since sliced spaghetti. A statement that we still stand by. It's so good it could almost have Marmite on it. Confident, disjointed beats, which is a bit like an austere Foals, to be honest, with a slightly lopsided lilt that suggests that at any moment this album may descend into chaos. Abstract art rock or pared down punk pop, we're not sure, but we do like it. Next up, and we've already mentioned them, the Foals. Total Life Forever, an album that we at IAH could listen to forever. The electronic beats that we associate with the Foals combine so well with the malevolently seething delivery that it just rushes over the listener in waves. Every time I listen to Spanish Sahara, the hairs on my arm stand up in anticipation. The gloriously epic sounds provoke a feeling of standing on the edge of a cliff and seeing an entire world of possibility open up in front of you. This just highlights the development the band has made this year. With this in mind, I'm going to play you some of Spanish Sahara now. Enjoy it. Like I said, that was the Foals' Spanish Sahara, and let's carry on. Spring Offensive. In my mind, they are one of the very best bands emerging out of the current music mecca that is Oxford. And they merely enhance that already deserved reputation. If you get the chance, go see them live. They are captivating, particularly the truly spellbinding. Shouldn't work, but it just about does. 14-minute long. The first of many Dreams Without Monsters. Next up I've got I Am Kloot with Proof. It's not new as such, but finally this heart-wrenching, perfectly distilled and diluted reflective track finally got some recognition, not least with the album being nominated for this year's Mercury. Then we've got Tulips. We adore the Tulips. Pulsating rhythms and smooth vibrations, and I'm just on about Tigres. Scrap aside any preconceptions that you may have about 80s influenced synth pop. Tulips are amazing, a flurry of frosty beats and a cascade of warm melodies to entice throughout. That was Tulips with Play Together. Now I'm going to talk to you about the Dappled Cities. We saw these guys down at the Great Escape in Brighton, which is always a highlight of the year. They sparkled with serotonin whilst the crowd flung a giant stuffed shark around. You don't get that everywhere. They've introduced us to a world of Australian music, somewhere between Kylie and Jason and Waltz and Matilda, and without that, I don't think we've been as keen to listen to and fall in love with Gypsy and the Cat. I'm also at the end of this little section, so let's have some appreciation for the Villages. Con O'Brien et al. Take a bow. The euphoria this band produced is amazing. Their bewitching sepia tinged melodies kept us entertained at both the Scala and on the Park stage at Glastonbury. Beautiful stuff. Last and most certainly not least, Arcade Fire. Their album Suburbs has topped 100 polls, and rightly so. It's astute observations about life and it's broadcast in grand sonic sways of music. It's the perfect example of T.S. Eliot's objective correlative, in that it takes a concrete example such as the suburb and makes it stand for bigger transcendent issues. Plus, it sounds bloody brilliant. All my friends and family will be finding this in their stocking. Here's a bit of title track The Suburbs for you to enjoy. I know I will. Not only have bands had a great year, but we've also had a few birthdays. So who's first? It has to be Young and Lost Club. 5 years it's been going. It started off as a zine and has just kept evolving. From zine to club night, from club night to label. It really is an inspiration for us at IAH. Always sounding fresh and firmly on the indie pulse, but never betraying its love of good music for the sake of fashion. We've also had a decade of Wichita, the label responsible for the Cribs, Los Campesinos, Block Party, Best Coast, and many a good night out celebrated back in the summer. And whilst we're on the birthdays, let's just thank the weatherman for granting Glasgow a gorgeous few days of sunshine for his 40th birthday. Going beyond that, we've also had a few events this year. Robbie rejoined Take That. Now, although Francesca adored them as a little one, in my mind, the only good thing about this is that now they'll only put out one shit song instead of two. Better news, Pulp will be reforming to play some shows next year. I don't really remember the first time at all. Based off what I've heard, I'll sure as hell be dancing this time around. That was Block Party with The Prayer. Not got too much more to say to you today. Go on the website, itsallhappening.co.uk. You'll find details for upcoming gigs, latest issues, various articles and features we do. I've got time for one more bit to tell you about. I want to highlight a local Kent band. They're called City Lights. They had a good 2010 as well, during which they released their debut album. It's called Binge Thinking. They are currently putting the finishing touches on their EP, Why the Face. It's to be launched on the 29th of January next year. If you get a chance, get it. I reckon these guys have got a bright future, especially if guitarist Tom is to be believed. Why the Face makes mincemeat of Binge Thinking. So here's a new song from them. It's called Breaking Bones.
Time you see, but the question remains to be, when you gonna break my heart? When you gonna break my heart? You've been at it from the start, and after turning in the dark, but when you gonna break my heart? Well, I guess I knew this all along. Temptations were so strong, but all my instincts felt so wrong. But I did it all anyway now. The pain is finally here. I'm feeling so shocked by this fear. A lot can happen in the air. But I'll do it all anyway. You're like breaking bones to me. It's just a matter of time, you see. But the question remains to be, when you gonna break my heart? When you gonna break my heart? You've been at it from the start, and after turning in the dark, when you gonna break my heart? And now you're all alone tonight, with no one in Mars to find. And if you look, it'll be alright. Well, just one little smile and I'm gone. I'm walking out the door, can't take it anymore. Should've thought about that before, cause you're living in the now. You're like breaking bones to me. It's just a matter of time, you see. But the question remains to be, when you gonna break my